Virtualization has brought a lot of stability.
Greater recovery, faster recovery times, and better redundancy, as well as faster provisioning for servers.
I think the return on our investment is huge. Our data center size is going down from what would normally have filled 10 racks, we're down to 3 racks, 2 racks of servers, 1 rack with network equipment and with storage. Our cost savings on the hardware, our cost savings on power and cooling, it's huge. Our ability to deploy new servers. Our monitoring needed 3 new test servers for test a brand new monitoring solution. We spooled off Gen 2 clones in 5 minutes and said, okay, here's monitoring. Here you go. Here's 3 brand new servers that you can install. And we did it in all of it, the storage provisioning, the networking, all in the space of an afternoon. We didn't have to purchase new hardware or recover hardware out of storage for them to test on.
It's that easy. It's that easy.
I'm in a sales organization, so the sales guys love it. It makes it easy to sell stuff. Really good presentation to clients on stuff like that. So it makes it easy to sell. Customers love it.
Finance, the ones who cry the loudest because they don't have enough disk space. You know, their spreadsheets are too slow open. I gave them a virtual file server, and they are happier pigs in mud. I'm not kidding.
It's allowed us to, reduce our server counts. It's allowed us to use it for things that we normally would have to buy physical servers for, that we no longer buy physical servers for. Consolidation of applications into one physical server, whereas before we had to buy individual servers.
I never imagined there would be a system like VMware which could give us operating systems across one platform, so we can install Unix, we can do Windows, we can do some other platforms just right on the same technology, and it's so easy, it's so convenient. As for administratively, it is very efficient.
It's a benefit to the customer, because if they're looking to deploy a new application, they're ensured that, for one, I could deploy that application in minutes. I don't have to wait to procure a server, have it installed in a data center, have all the resources there. That could take 3 to 4 weeks. I could have it up and running in minutes, and they're ensured that it's part of our overall plan. It's a part of our backup plan as soon as it goes in. It's part of our DR plan. It's proven, it's already built. I don't have to reinvent the wheel with every single application I deploy.
Virtualization has really changed my job, and for the better.
We're asked to do a lot more with no money and no hardware, so it makes it easier for us to do with virtualization. We can provide a lot more for our business community with pretty much a lot less.
Manage larger environments more easily, remotely, and with fewer people. So, therefore, it's going to help their return on their investment and make their jobs easier in the long run.
I've been able to increase performance on applications that a lot of people internally didn't believe that we could do, and primarily our SQL boxes. And that's something that I couldn't find a lot of documentation on, but when we implemented it, we saw a tremendous increase in speed and for our SQL environment as well as our regular production environment.
All the benefits we have about the virtualization and cost reductions, reduction of, for example, green IT, reduction of power consume and all this stuff, reduce of the costs, increase the deployment, the speed of deployment of our services to our company, to our customers.
The bottom line, it's all financial. It's SLAs, you're fulfilling your customers' demands much faster.
Oh, it's been huge. We're able to do so much more now because we replaced our servers about every 3 years, and about $10K per server, a couple hundred servers is a lot of money. Now we're able to take that money and buy more ESX hosts and more storage. So now we also have an actual real effective working DR plan with VMware, and we can afford to do it now.
The bottom line, they need to reduce costs. And it seems that virtualization is one of the best ways to do that, because you're reducing the amount of physical servers that you have in your infrastructure. You're consolidating, you're reducing power costs, and you're reducing the amount of time it takes to manage all these systems because you're able to manage everything from a single console, and it's less overhead in operational costs and in infrastructure costs.
Server consolidation, it has saved us money.
Ease of use, lower management costs, less management staff, less support staff, which may or may not be a bad thing depending on who you talk to.
Nothing I can really say here that hasn't already been said 100 times. The green concept, the doing more with less, hardware, the flexibility, reduced downtime.
A huge money savings, better performance, fewer resources, quicker turnaround with provisioning. Backups actually seem to go quicker, more efficient use of resources for the networking, for disk space, users, everything.
We've decreased cost by almost 45%, and that's data center cost, that's physical footprint cost, that's licensing cost, everything across the board.
Did a report the other day that the virtual servers that we'd already done, if we had done it, replaced them one for one, would have cost $255,000. With the cost of virtualization, so we have a net gain of $205,000 that we saved this year.